Welcome to Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. I'm your host, Lady D Denise Gomez Green, inviting you to join me each week for real conversations, powerful stories, and uplifting perspectives that shine a light on voices from the community and the diaspora. Kick off your week with the Monday Drive from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dive deep on Thursdays with Center Stage from 6 to 8 p.m. And ease into your weekend with Satideh Mawnin runnings every Saturday at 10 a.m. Catch Voices with Lady D on YouTube, Caribbean Vibes Radio Network online, and YouTube, and Fit FM 96.7 in Stuart Castle, Trelawney, Jamaica, or tune in on Linkage Radio online. So lock in, turn it up, and remember, every voice has power. This is Voices with Lady D. Celebrate the heartbeat of Caribbean culture with Satideh Mawnin runnings. Join us on Saturday at 10 a.m. on YouTube as we showcase the vibrant heritage of Jamaica and the wider Caribbean with 4 incredible women: Sherns, Max, Jackie, and yours truly, Lady D. From powerful stories to cultural traditions, we're bringing the flavor, rhythm, and excellence of the Caribbean straight to you. It's more than a show. It's a celebration of the roots and traditions that inspire and unite us. Subscribe to Voices with Lady D on YouTube and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn to stay connected. Every Saturday at 10 a.m. it's Satideh Mawnin runnings. Come feel the vibes. Satideh Mawnin runnings, where Caribbean heritage comes alive. Wake up Jamaica. Satideh Mawnin runnings is on Fit FM 96.7. You hear that? Saturday mornings just got a whole lot sweeter. From the green hills of Trelawney to every corner of Jamaica and across the globe, Satideh Mawnin runnings is bringing the energy, the laughter, the culture, and the conversation that everybody at talk about. Catch the unstoppable crew: Sherns, Jackie, Max Boyd, and Lady D. Expect big vibes, real stories, Caribbean flavor, inspiration, and enough fun every single Saturday morning. Tune in on Fit FM 96.7 or stream worldwide at www.fitfmja.com. Whether you're there Falmouth, Kingston, Montego Bay, New York, Toronto, or London, lock in and turn it up. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to Voices with Lady D on YouTube. Satideh Mawnin runnings, where culture meets conversation and the vibes never dull. Ready for real talk and powerful conversations? Then subscribe to Voices with Lady D on YouTube, where culture meets commentary and the diaspora speaks loud and clear. Don't just scroll. Hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and tap the bell so you never miss a moment. From laughter to legacy, it's all happening here. Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power.
Patrick Tyson from the Gospel Showcase Radio NYC presents his 35-year anniversary radio gospel concert on Saturday, August 15th, 2026. Featuring Pastor Golda McFarlane, Brother Paul Marlon Anderson, Sister Tanique Granston, Shakira Williams, Minister Barrington Reed, and Minister Gart Wilson outside of Maryland. To be held at the Bronxwood International Church of God, located at 3232 Lurton Avenue in the Bronx. Live music by Pete and Drummer Squad. Tickets are pre-sold at $35, $40 out the door. Children under 12, $25. Your MCs for the evening will be yours truly, Minister Patrick Tyson and Lady D. Doors open at 5 p.m. showtime, 6 p.m. sharp. This event is made possible and sponsored by Cooler Runnings Jamaican Restaurant, Bronxwood International Church of God, TOG Radio, Unity with Love Radio, Favor Zone Radio, CJ Gospel Radio, and Future FM Radio. For tickets and more information, you can contact Minister Tyson at 347-961-6785 or Sister Lamille Hunt at 646-702-8140. Once again, that's 646-702-8140. And ladies and gentlemen, please come out and celebrate with me as I celebrate 35 years of radio ministry in the New York area. You can't afford to miss it. Saturday, August 15th will come alive. I'll see you there.
All righty. I think we're all here. Good morning. Everyone hearing me nice and clear? Okay. A very pleasant good morning to each and everyone tuning in to Satideh Mawnin Runnings, aired right here on Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. Satideh Mawnin Runnings is the place you need to be on a Saturday morning when you get the chance to hear people business, you get the chance to talk for your business, and you also get the chance to laugh till you don't know what you're going to do with yourself. It's where culture meets conversation. I'd like to welcome everyone to the show this morning. What season of life are you in? It's spring, summer, autumn, winter, or perhaps we added another season.
Mango.
Mango. Co-producer says mango this morning, and I thought of stringy.
You know, want that. But have to make drinks.
Yeah. Well, sometimes our lives are like this stringy. Mango too. So we want to welcome you to the show. It is going to be great this morning. We're in that season when summer sleeveless happen, even polka dot and pretty. And we're going to just make the best of it. I must apologize for Max this morning and Jackie. Jackie's out on her 5K run, and Max is going to be on stage somewhere doing what she does best. And we are here left to carry on the show. They'll just have to watch later and say, boy, look what me miss. But I saw it go. So welcome. Please share the link with someone to Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. It's very simple. The same link that you tapped to come into this space, it's the same link we're asking you to tap on, that little finger that go up, so that we call the thumbs up button, and to share the link with the one that goes so. It lean over, so that's your share button, and you just share to somebody else and say, hey, come on in and enjoy the show. We don't want you to just sit here and just enjoy up the show and nobody else know. You have friends, you have family, you have people at church. Everybody knows somebody. I have so many contacts in my phone and I try my best, but I'm only one executive producer. We would also like to say a very special good morning to co-producer Mr. Evil Green, who continues to do an exceptional job behind the scenes. We would like to thank him. So this morning we have Madam Ambassador Sherns, nice and ready. And I just love the background. We have more lighting this morning, Madam Ambassador. So thank you. And also, I want to say hi to my Dr. Joan Roberts, who I'm seeing the Queen's wave over there. And also, our dear old King,
My
is
queen.
here. Yes, sir, we're here. Good morning to you. We're so thankful that you both could come and join us this morning. And it's not to make up number, but we thank you still. That
We
so
are the relief. We are the relief crew.
the relief crew. So we are talking about what season of life are you in? So it is pointing at me, you, somebody else, because I tell you, man, life just a roll fast. Some things we're accomplishing, and we even can find ourselves and say, "Oh, I did it." And some season make you say, "Lord have mercy, what else?"
Oh yeah.
And we will find ourselves in both seasons. But we know that life comprises of 4 seasons. But I was saying, I wonder if there's a fifth. Because sometimes you feel that there's a fifth one that just seemed to just come up like a tsunami.
Yeah.
And you're not sure.
Unpredictable.
Let me tell you, and you're not sure, what to do with it. But anyway, we're going to talk this morning. So, how are you all doing? Good morning.
I'm still asleep.
I'm so happy
I'm
you're
fully
here. You
wide
see,
awake.
Dr. Roberts. Oh, Lord. And you did it just for us. Isn't that love?
You know, she always good morning, Dr. John.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. I know you always say you're not a morning person. You're not
No.
wake up early unless it's for a certain person.
Well, that is true.
Yeah.
But then pay me under the cover,
Well, that's
Under the
your
cover.
motivation.
Under the cover.
Me can't tell you what them pay me, but me get a little something.
A little something. All right. What I'm say something about sweeten labor.
Yes,
what is
encouragement.
Oh,
sweet
yes.
labor.
Encouragement, right?
Oh, yes.
Encouragement, sweeten labor.
Oh, and of course, it comes with a big breakfast.
And the big breakfast consists of.
Well, I am also hungry, so hey, one
Hey.
sleepy, one hungry.
Yes.
My belly overfull. Me have niggeritis right now. Get up and cook already. Me turn cornmeal, no lucky.
Oh, well.
With me salmon, me turn cornmeal and pink salmon cook down a coconut milk. You know, can't steal it.
Oh,
No.
Lorks.
No care what the turn cornmeal cook with me, no want it.
I love turn cornmeal.
Oh, no.
I love it.
Doctor not gonna prescribe that for you too.
Talking about trauma, a dog food that.
No, sir.
When
Is
I was
that
a
right?
child, that's all my parents did. Turn cornmeal to the dog after dinner.
Oh,
I still turn cornmeal for me dogs them at Jamaica. Me turn cornmeal for them all the time, but I love turn cornmeal. I will give you rice and peas for turn cornmeal.
Oh, no. No matter what they call it, polante, whatever they call it.
It's polenta. It's polenta.
I don't care what they fancy name, want it.
So is it the taste of it or
No.
the stigma. Doctor is running from
That's
the
it. The stigma. It's
The
a
stigma?
dog. It's dog food.
Funny enough,
Serious.
doctor says dog food. I volunteer to cook it for the dog them first time because me they eat out of it too.
You know what?
I like it. I really like it.
I love it. I
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
The dog them would have glad for some of mine,
Not true.
But America dog you can't give them a spice and then we can say you're prison.
And that's where the key.
Me I tell you so you abuse the animal like in turn cornmeal.
Yeah, you will catch a case.
Oh,
Me have my little dog right there, so see him right there, sir, and trust me, me can't turn cornmeal give him, he wouldn't eat it.
You know, look when I went, what the hell was that?
Oh yeah, him not eat that. But the other ones, you turn it and you turn like how you say, Ryan, you put it with the coconut milk and all of that stuff. Oh, forget it.
Me
That's a
cut
great.
up one whole onion with the mixed vegetable and the pink salmon and cook him down and then. But I don't cook just pure cornmeal. I don't do that. I add mine with buckwheat and all of them stuff there. So
Yeah, there's a lot of ways to do it.
yeah. Me have it. What me do sometime? Me buy the pack of beans,
Look what
blend the
Joan
bean
says.
out to
You're
powder.
killing Joan right now. You're killing Joan right now. Joan is like, all right, already with the cornmeal.
The mere mere fact you say cornmeal, I could have a spoonful.
Yeah, but you know what? Give me the recipe. Me we take it. Go on. John. Go
I
ahead.
love the porridge and I love the other one. What you call the one with the corn in it? How many?
How
But
many corn?
not the cornmeal. Not
Well,
the
no,
cornmeal.
doctor,
But
when
you
I
know
send
what's
it
nice though? What I like is how many corn porridge with cornmeal porridge. Well, if me go to buy porridge, make them give me half cornmeal,
Oh, okay.
and on top of the cornmeal, then put half how many corn. That's a good combination. Yeah.
Well, all you have to do, doctor, next time when you do it, you don't have to put the cornmeal, but you can blend something into powder what you like. If it's even the Quaker oats, and you can arrange the same texture. It's even plantain and arrange the same texture.
And put it into what? The cornmeal or the porridge?
No. In the turn cornmeal form, no cornmeal.
No. It can turn cornmeal out of my vocabulary completely. No.
All right. Give her bulgur. You eat bulgur?
Oh, I love bulgur.
Okay, good.
Oh, yes.
All right.
But some people only eat these things one way. Me eat them in a multiple ways.
Yeah, me too.
When I was going to school, I didn't appreciate bulgur. We used to throw it after each other. And we didn't know the value, nutritional value of it. Now, you can hardly afford to buy it. It's expensive. But I love it.
Me used to love that thing from day one. Me go can't even wash the bulgur pot just forget the pot bottom with the chicken
burn.
gravy. Just forget the pot bottom. Me volunteer for wash the pot. I love that thing. I never out of it. No. Now me switch from bulgur. Oh, you know this one?
Turn it around. It's upside down.
Never hear about that one.
Well, this is a family of the bulgur.
Oh.
Okay.
So this one me turn to know, but me never out of my bulgur. But me
that's bulgur cousin.
No. This is the high class of bulgur. The bulgur
that's the aristocratic bulgur.
No, after then trash this, then comes bulgur.
Okay, all right.
So this come out first, then you get bulgur after.
I get you. Okay.
Then you find the buckwheat.
Okay.
All right then.
So that's the pedigree one.
So that's a season of life.
What season is that?
What season was that? Well, good morning, everybody. What season of life are you in? And you're here. We start off with bulgur food conversation. You can't get away from us. Food is gonna be a part of this script.
Yes,
it going weasel it way in. But to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Ecclesiastes 3 verse 1.
Yes, ma'am.
So just as God created 4 natural seasons, spring, summer, autumn, winter, our lives also move through seasons.
Yeah.
Some seasons are exciting. We can't wait to tell people. Some are challenging, and others require patience. That part require a whole dose of
sackcloth and ashes.
May I tell you, encouragement, pat on the shoulder. No give up, man. Gotta go come through. And you're there, but you say, when there. Then you have the good news is that God is never late.
Always on time.
Now we understand that though. He works in his perfect timing. We understand that, or we only repeat it, preparing us for what comes next.
We believers understand.
Well, when you have lived to a certain age, invariably you have already gone through. You will still be going through. As long as we are alive, we will be going through. And seasons repeat themselves, thankfully. So it's not, in my opinion, that is. It's not a case where it's winter all the time. You're going to the winter of your life. You may be going to the winter of your life, but it's summer in your life experience. So thankfully it's not like, when it's all right, now we're in summer, so when it's summer, that's it. But then again, God is merciful in that he will give us a rainy day. Temperature might drop a certain amount of degrees and it's kind of cool, so you just take it as it comes. But once you have lived to a certain age, you would have experienced a plethora of seasons where you can reflect and say, well, this was such and such, and you can recount things for yourself. And even if seasons repeat themselves, you can pause and say, wait, I've gone this way before. This has happened before. I have gotten over it. Or, you just know you can firmly stand knowing it too shall pass.
Mhm.
Right.
Yes.
And you can encourage somebody else who probably going through based on the fact that where they are, you have been.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Co-producer says his name on it, but he will be joining us in a few
Okay.
minutes. Yes. So once again, good morning. We do have two promos to do, but we'll do that later on in the show. Um, what season of life are you in? So you heard the opening a while ago, and we just want to talk about a season of new beginnings. So spring.
Well,
Spring.
after retiring 3 weeks ago, I can say that I am in winter in terms of finishing my career. But then I can also say I am in spring right now because I'm starting over. Work is out. I am now ready to give back to society all that they gave to me. So I'm retired 3 weeks ago, but I've signed up for like 3 or 4 voluntary groups. I will be doing my traveling, but I can safely say that for me, my seasons went pretty smoothly. I had the spring in Jamaica. I started my career. Then I came to America, which was supposed to be my summer, the spring, summer, autumn. Yes. So it was supposed to be my summer, but unfortunately, it turned right back to my spring because I have to literally start over. I had to
Over.
go back
Mm-hmm.
to school. I have to understand a new environment. I have to literally start off in a new country. So I would say that was my second spring. But fortunately, and thank God, my seasons went through extremely smoothly
Mhm.
because I learned when I was a child that if you worry, and as my mother would say, you go drop dead. My mother, for people who know me, my mother died at 51 with an aneurysm because she never spoke. She internalized every single thing that happened in her life.
Mm.
And she literally went to her friend's funeral and dropped dead in the church.
Oh,
Literally,
wow.
oh
Mm.
yeah, she had a stroke and she left the funeral straight to the hospital. She never made it back home. I was 17 years old.
Oh,
So,
my.
at 17, finishing college, first year in college, traumatized is an understatement.
Mm.
So I promised myself that I will never internalize everything. That's why I have about 4 mouths, because anything come to mind, it comes right out. I have absolutely no filter
Mm-hmm.
because I promised myself that I am not going to keep anything inside of me and then drop dead one day. So I have gone through life pretty easy. And my mantra is anyway, Marga, broke. So
Yeah.
even at work, when the stress came on and the principals hand down duties, and I go in my classroom, I close my door and I did what suit me and my students. And
Mm-hmm.
the end product is what they're looking for. My students are always very successful. So there was never any question asked. But I basically don't follow rules unless it is going to help me because some of the rules just don't make no sense.
Mm-hmm.
So I went through I think my worst season was my kind of spring towards fall when I started to do my doctorate. And that was when the stress came on. But as a single person, it was kind of easy because I came in, I did my work, I didn't have to worry about anybody eating unless I was hungry. So that was really, really difficult, but better than most. And then I just slid right back into my
Turn
winter, which
tears.
is the end of my career. But as I say, it's the beginning of my spring. So I really have no big hurdles.
Just sit
I
there.
am this kind of person whenever I meet an obstacle, I either go around it, I jump over it, or I literally turn back.
Ah, I hear you. You are a rebel.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Yeah. Yeah. You have good survival mechanism. It would be like sometimes, you see a crumb. The Bible says, look to the ant for it is wise. It's not in big things. Sometimes you can drop a crumb on the ground, and it's a big crumb, and you see one ant come and smell
Yes.
it up. Right, them go around it, whether them as we call it smell, whatever them are do with it, and they will deduce whether or not them
Yeah.
can move it on their own. And if they can't, you will see them circle it, go around. The one ant will circle, go around, and next thing you know, it dash off and gone. And you say, okay, cool, it
And look company.
and it come back with company, and in no time that crumb is marching along.
Yes. You have to strategize life.
There you go. You
like
have
with
to
everything else.
You have to have a strategy. You definitely have to have a strategy. And like you say, even if the principal were to come and say so and so and so and so, you do what's best. You follow the guidelines to a certain degree. But I've been in the situation as well, because they say they're more one way to skin a cat. They'll come and say, do it this way, while you can accomplish the same thing doing it a different way. So you preserve your sanity and not losing too much time by figuring out a way for yourself how to get some things accomplished.
And after a while, when they realize that the goal has been achieved, they leave you alone. I was left alone at my school to do whatever I wanted to do. Because number one, my principal can walk in and say anything, but the 25 kids sitting in front of me, I know them personally one-on-one. So if he comes in and said later, why wasn't John responding to the questions? Because I tell John to shut up his mouth. Because if John responds to the question, the whole class mash up. But him not know that. So I control my students. Because he's going to come in with that little pad and they're looking for things that doesn't exist. I always teach readers that are level 1s and 2, meaning they're under their reading level. So we call it remedial. I mean, I use the word dunce, but at Jamaica then dunce. But they're very hard to teach. And because they're so low, the behavior comes with that. So you're thinking about teaching them, but you're also thinking about control the behavior.
Right.
So, and at the first day of school, when I go into my classroom, I let them know in certain terms, in here, it's not really a democracy, it's a dictatorship.
All right, now.
I'm the boss.
There you go.
And you follow my rules. And after a while, yes, there's a few that's going to resent you. But when they realize how smoothly things are going, it becomes the norm. And then with the behavior out of the problem, you get to teach. You cannot teach if there are behavior issues, no matter how good a teacher you are. So, I make life easy for myself. You have to make it to where you are not going to go home crying. You have teachers breaking down in front of the kids and crying. You have given up all your power when you do that.
Listen, when I heard that, my daughter is a teacher, right? And when she would, recall some incidents at work and tell me, I say, what kind of teacher them here? Back in the day, I mean, we know it's not cookie cutter. So like you would say, the director or whomever you report to would come and say, well, little Johnny and all the rest are supposed to have achieved this level of whatever here. Like you say, their personalities and their capabilities. So you would have said, Johnny, not say a word, because as you say, if you move the mouth, it gone to the left.
Class mash up.
But when you tell me, say some teachers would have break down and I cry and I'm like, this is your vocation. Usually this is what you're called to. But then again, what I realize is that, back in the day when we were growing up, and they would kind of prime you, or they would look at your capability and they would say, well, I think you would be good in this field or that field. Then you would kind of come with what it's called for. So if you need to be stern, you have to have a hard backbone, whatever, you would kind of come with that makeup. Because you cannot break down in front of children. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't get it. I never had the aptitude for the younger ones. I ended up doing training and development as a career, but that was with grown people. So I didn't have to do the kiddie stuff. But you know, people are people, and teaching is teaching. It whichever way you slice it, you know.
Well, I think sometimes breaking down is better than doing what else you would do. So, but
Walking out
my advice,
or crashing on the floor.
well, you crash on the floor, go and crash with a couple kids, crash by yourself. So, I mean, my advice to most of the teachers that are like that, I said, when you feel that way, walk out of the class, go to the principal and said, you need to go to my class. There's nobody there. Or the worst you can do is jump in your car and leave. You have teachers that used to just leave because the next best thing.
Hold on a little bit. You can't drop it and gone. So,
oh yeah, better than leave one of them.
The class and go tell the principal, go to my class because
there's nobody there because I'm leaving.
I'm 86. I'm out the door.
And it's better doing that than to catch a charge for one of them.
Well, that is true. You don't want to snap, as they would say.
No,
right?
and sometimes you're getting there. You have to know when to stop. You have to know when to just, or you call your neighbor. I have good relationship with my neighbor, and I just go and put my head through the door and said, okay, I can't tell you what I say, but then the teacher will come over and take the little child or take 2, 3 of them, and then I continue, or I just leave. And then when you go home in that state and you wake up next morning and you're still in that mood, they have what they call mental health day. You lay down in your bed and not go nowhere. Because the moment you walk in, that child that approach you, even when it's one of your best shield of the group, you are going to maybe just flip out on them. You don't want to be there in that state.
Right, because the pressure is building. And
still there. You're not
to come out at some point.
Yeah, you haven't calmed down since yesterday.
Off. Yeah.
The thing, the most important thing is to know who you are and what you can tolerate. Because what I can tolerate, maybe Mr. Green over there wouldn't be able to tolerate it.
Right.
So you know where the line is. And then when you get to that point where you might cross the line, you put the car in a reverse.
Right. Yeah, you know your triggers. After a while, you know your triggers.
Just back out of the classroom.
You can see it coming a mile away. You can see it coming a mile away. Yeah, man. You're my type of girl. You're my type of girl. I'm right there with you. Right there. We right here. We right here. See? We right here.
So we would be good to co-teach. We'd be perfect co-teach.
Yes.
I wonder what King would do in that situation.
No. Me do exactly as Dr. did the other day. Me tell them, say me don't know what they go on to work. Everybody I run to me. I mean, no say me and never the GM. And me say, me I got me yard. Me done. And them say, but I'm not 3 o'clock yet. Me say, me not care. Me sell the property long time. Me name no longer upon the deed. Find the person where they name upon the deed and tell them they're done.
And then they get the big paycheck. Those are the ones that's collecting the check and doing nothing.
Me tell all of them, me say, come with me. I may go, me pick up my backpack. I mean, not really take off the uniform. Me pick up the backpack, put on my back, and me got the clock and turn around. Me say, see camera there? Me a clock out and got me yard. And me clock right out and walk straight to the train station. I didn't even look back unless me turn a pillar of salt. Me come home, come take shower and go right in my bed. When me come home, me do video call and me say, me tell you no me I do. Me in see that? Me in my bed. Then talk about
what season? So what is that season now for you, King?
That is the height of winter, extreme hot, and I do not like heat. It was like 150 degrees that day.
Oh, wow.
And guess what? As doctor said, you have to know when to cross it. Yeah. Me not even cross it, doctor, me just cut it off and gone.
All right.
Because my saying, me do for me process of elimination very fast. Then tell me all the while. Me I lose only one piece of my fingernail. Me no want to lose the entire nail.
Or the finger.
Or the hand. Doctor, me cut it very fast. Me not have tolerance. Expect that me not like adult.
No, but you know what it is.
I don't like adult. Give me animals and kids. I can understand them, but adults, no. Yeah. Me tell the GM, me tell the HR director, I call in the cops the next time when your supervisor carry on and stupid. Me, I call the cops. Say, you really would call the cops in here? Me said, watch me. Because they know when my boss see me not talk, they know say something. It's 2 things. when we start chat patwa work and when we not talk, then
Yes.
Bo
Oh
said, nope,
yes. Oh
nope,
yeah. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
And he will come and he will come in and he will morning, honey, give me a hug. I will say, if you touch me.
Me lick it up.
Me give him some all kind of pat and him say, okay, because I don't know what he's talking. I don't know
Yeah.
what he's saying.
Yeah.
So as they are sharing, about
I don't know what season is that.
we got remember I said there may be a fifth season.
I am at
We
winter.
stepped, you're at winter.
Yeah.
King says he's at winter. Good morning, co-producer. How are
And
you?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's a good season here.
It's a good season.
It's a good
Me no
season.
mind winter. Me love the cold. Me can't take summer. Me no like it, period. No summer for me. Winter 365 days. I like the cool.
All right, so let's talk about life. What season of life are you in? Now, spring is when life begins again.
In past that long time.
Some people just get there, so
Yes.
some people just getting there.
You don't mean biologically, right? Dr. Roberts is not biological now.
Yeah. Well, have you ever experienced a spring season in your life?
It all depends on what you determine it as.
Well, I mean, when it's spring season,
What happens that time, then we can determine.
yes, things may be blooming and things are happening, positive things are happening in your life,
Beautiful.
beautiful things.
Right now, but probably I'm at that stage right now. Everything is just blue, beautiful.
Wow.
But even
I
in
look at
spring,
the seasons in chronological order. Spring, the beginning, and then you go down. Winter is like you're at the end. That is my concept of seasons. And usually, autumn going into winter is usually not the best season because it starts getting cool and colder. But again, it depends on what your concept is of seasons. I can say I had all spring.
And amazingly though, even though we look at winter as the last season going down, it's cold, it is designed for a purpose. Because while it may be cold and damp, the work is being done to prepare us for spring. So as depressing as winter may appear to be, cold, damp, snow in some parts, rainy, I've been prompted and learned to appreciate even that season of winter because it is preparing you for spring, and you just got to go through it. Yes.
yes. And if we look at the things that happen in our lives, the progression, we go to school, we learn, we come out to something. But before you come out to something, you have to graduate. So in the spring season, you have graduation. Then you may have marriage. You may have a new job. You accept
Babies.
Christ. You start over something. Then you may have a new business. And you may have been ill and you got healed.
Amen.
So these are some of the things that we have to. John spoke about chronological. So yes, when we are born, they have to feed us, clothe us, etc. As we start to mature, there are different things now that we start to experience on our own. And when children are leaving school, a graduation is the most rewarding. Some may not have been able to graduate for different reasons, but at least you went through the school system and now you're going to come out to go meet life. So that now we have great expectations. How many of us wanted to, as soon as we leave school, we wanted to go earn our own money. We wanted to have our own apartment, buy car. All of those things are in that season. And as the experiences start to reshape our expectations, because when you expecting that, oh, the first job I'm going to make X amount, but by the time you go for the interview, um, the number you have in mind, they say, I'm so sorry, but we can't pay you that, but you can start here. So that's a new experience for us. So while we say, yes, we prefer spring, summer, if you look at the progression and how it builds us, and some people maybe don't even reach graduation yet.
Yeah.
Some people never get to go school, but there were other parts of their lives that flourished.
I think the seasons are all intertwined.
Yeah.
There's not a straight spring, summer. They're all intertwined in terms of our experiences
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
our
that's
expectations.
what I said. That's what I had said before.
Yeah.
You're not. It's not. You're not. It's not set in stone. You're not just in one. You're going through it. Things repeat, like you said, Dr. Roberts. When you came here, you had to start over. Same thing with all of us. You come. You had achieved a certain level of education or in your profession or whatever, depending on the age and stage you came. But it's a different system. It's a different country. It's a whole different thing. So you have to start over. So you could have already been in your summer or your winter where you're coming from. But now, hey,
Spring.
everything is brand new. You have to, now you are fledgling. They're telling you terms you don't use, you've never heard of, you're not familiar with. And then you have to acclimate yourself to those type of things. So, and you know, that is so. And then you have waiting, you have periods of waiting. So that's also a season. Are you in a waiting, are you waiting for whatever it is you're waiting for? That's also a season. You know what I mean? So we're always going through. Can we hear each other? Because
Yes.
No,
I'm
yes,
hearing
yes.
you.
I'm so sorry. I'm just on the back end.
Well, yes.
just went silent a while ago. So I was like, okay.
no,
Madam Ambassador is on the floor.
Yes,
No,
so we
Sam,
were just
I had
listening.
paused. I had taken a pause.
Well, I can piggyback what you said, Madam Ambassador. Yes, we're thinking about it now. Yes, because we always want to start something, no matter what. If it's even a little investment, no matter what, up in one new account, no matter what. As long as it seems like all of us humans alive, there's always something that we want to try and start. So yeah, come to think about it, because when I started investment the other day, I'm like, does it really worth it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I started quite a few, and I reached to certain goals. I was like, really?
So can we be in two seasons at the same time? Or
I
different?
think so.
Yes.
Some parts of your life are quite spring and summer, and while some parts are pretty.
We're not hearing you, Mr. Green. You're muted.
No, we're hearing him,
His
but
volume is low.
he's
not muted,
he's
his volume
the
is
only
low.
Jamaican that we don't really talk.
No,
loud.
his thing is muted.
I'm muted. Yes, I was saying, can we be in different seasons at the
His
same
little
time?
thing is across the mute button.
Am I still muted?
You're not hearing him?
No, you're not muted.
No,
Yeah, he was muted from my side.
No.
You good now? Muted again.
We have to mute him because he has to use my audio. He can't use his
okay.
audio.
I
So
think I
he
better
has
That
his,
the little mute button has the cross beside on it.
Yes, Dr. Teacher.
So he has to unmute himself.
come on, folks.
Yes, Dr. Teach. I got that one. I got the cross thing across there. But I think we are a little bit, I feel a little bit off here with the seasons because
Not hearing again.
I'm hearing.
We're here. I'm hearing.
I'm not hearing him.
I'm hearing him.
You're hearing me? Can you hear me, Doc? Oh, wow.
I can hear him.
Yes, because he's using my audio. You may have to refresh, Joan, but continue.
I can hear neither of them.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Are you muted?
No,
We can
refresh,
hear them both.
Joan.
Doctor,
All right.
refresh.
All
Can
right,
you
so
hear me, Doc?
Yeah, I can hear you, but if you tell me to refresh, no, I'll on the gun.
And will you be able to come back? I think
Yes.
That make you worse. So you do the refresh now.
so. Just close everything out and start it all over
You're
again.
going to take me off.
She's
then.
gone. She'll be back.
Yeah.
She will be
She'll
back.
be back.
Okay, so
The doctor never learned this one in the lesson. So
yeah.
she learned something today.
My thoughts are that you can be, question rather, can we be in different season during the same phase? There's
Yes.
a spring going on here, but it's also some winter experience
Right.
at the same
Yes.
time. Yeah.
Yep, we can.
Yeah.
Because you can say, in the middle of my spring, I'm experiencing a bit of winter.
Yes.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. So here's the thing, though. I mean, because I know we are tying in this to kind of geographical, literal spring, summer, autumn,
Right.
fall thing. My thing here is going with the real life where you're currently
Yes.
in. You know, for a while I've been saying that I'm going through a restoration phase, a season of restoration. No, I know some people are going through a season of mourning, you know, a season of happiness, a season of joy. And so that's where my thoughts are, because, and as if we put it there in terms of the practicalness of the season we are talking about, while we are aware of spring, so we're likening our lifestyle, our life situation to those phases. Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, it's blooming outside. It looks nice outside, so it's spring. But what's going on within? What's your particular season? So, you know, and as Dr. Roberts talked about earlier, you know, leaving one phase of life, say back home in Jamaica, and in a wonderful season, success, all of that, you know, in the peak of your game, and then you decide to relocate, and then woodoom, and it's a whole new season. So I'm trying to keep this real here and saying many people are going through some really difficult seasons. Some are going through happy seasons. If I may, for a while, I went through a season where it was past winter. It was just gloomy, depressing, and it lasted for a while, you know. And there's a process, as in winter, you turn on the heat, or you know, put on more clothes, more warm clothes. Most of us live in that climate for a while, know what it is like to have to dress yourself physically for the season. And so we also have to dress ourselves emotionally for some of the season that we have to go through. So, and yes, so I passed through that. When I moved, shortly after I moved to the States, I went through another worst season. I had to bury my wife. I mean, that's a horrible, horrible season. And it has matured. As I think Sharon said earlier, some of the things that you go through in some seasons prepares you. The Bible tells you that he allows you to go through things so that you too can comfort others in their time of season, because we're all going through a season.
Yeah.
So, you know, you went through that season, that phase, not any season you want to wish on your worst enemy, you know. And the season keeps repeating itself. If you go through that, you get through that, you're in the next one. But to move away from that into my current season, what is it, baby? What are we in? Spring, summer?
All four.
Winter.
We in all four.
Yeah. And that's true though, because you can be, parts of your life can be just wonderful, like you know, sitting beside my wife. It's a wonderful season. But at the same time, we have some things that are not spring, and they are not summer.
And it requires for some things a lot of patience, especially if it's something that you have no control over. Then you have to be patient in that process to see something come through.
Yeah.
I don't know which human being out there walking feeling like, oh, boy, me not, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah. And if you find yourself in that place, it probably means that you're pretty selfish too, or self-centered, because you may be going through a wonderful time in your life personally, but you know somebody who is experiencing a whole different season.
Oh, yes.
And you find yourself having to help to carry the burden for their season that they're going through.
Yeah, or if you don't even help them, you are called upon.
You're called upon,
because you have persons who, if everything, as we would say, if everything cook and curry, then you just gone off on your own and you said,
Yeah.
me good, me set. You know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's coming
Mhm.
It's
because
coming.
life is movement. We're not stagnant. If something
Yes.
is not moving, it's dead. If you see a body of water and there's no
Yeah.
ripple, there's no flow, it's stagnant. So we are moving, and once you're moving from one phase to another phase. So while
Absolutely.
you're
Yeah.
moving over here, if you step into a, like I said, the sea, we're used to the sea. You can be in this section and it's cool, but the tides are turning. They're
Mhm.
coming. You feel a warm wave, you feel a little cooler part. Things are shifting and things are moving. So that's just how life is.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you may be going through something, or you may have already gone through it, or you are approaching it.
Mhm.
Unbeknownst to you, you are approaching it. So things are always happening. If the Bible tells
Yes.
you about the man who everything was fine with him, and he said, well, I have acquired this, that, and everything is full.
Mhm.
I'm gonna pull down, I'm gonna bigger bonds and put in stuff. And
Mhm.
God said, what? You're foolish, because your life is required. You're
There you
still
go.
Yes.
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
leaving
Yeah.
out
Yes.
of here.
Mhm.
So you have to really, we can go through this whole all this season at the same time.
Yeah.
One season might be, your personal life might be hunky dory and nice, but you may have a sick child, or you may
Yeah.
have a
Right.
sick spouse, or you may have a
Mhm.
loved one you have to care for. So technically, for you, you're good.
Yes.
But what concerns you are, on the other hand, is not so good. So you're still experiencing something over the other side.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
Okay, it's just constant movement. So we can never say we have arrived, or that's why no matter what life brings, because we're
Yeah.
talking about life, they always say life is lifing. We just have to thank God for life and go on.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because what
Mhm.
can we do? Fretting now go help. You better
Mhm.
just pray and make it stay there and go on, and God who knows all things, you know,
Yes.
will
So
turn
so
things around. Whether if it in turn you spring into summer, or your winter into spring, or your summer into autumn, whatever. Because that's what it
Yeah.
is.
yeah.
Sometimes you have to rest. You have to rest. You have to renew.
Mhm.
You have to reset. All of them things you have to
Yes.
do that.
And resetting, resetting comes too with some hard truths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, because if you look at some of the a pattern that has been formed, by way of just how you flow, but then something come to shift and you realize, but there are some things I don't have in place
Mm-hmm.
to allow me to just merge into that new dimension of your life. So,
We're in a waiting season.
waiting season, but the waiting season might be so difficult because there is an immediate action that needs to be taken.
Immediately.
Yeah.
But because have the wherewithal, it is going to impact you.
I think it's also important to reflect, because reflection helps us not to repeat mistakes that we made before, or
Mhm.
reflection helps us to identify areas that we could change.
Change.
Like looking back, I remember one evening, there was this man, you have homeless people all over the place. And my girlfriend and I were on the road and we passed this man. He's sitting there with his little thing. You look at him, you know he's not a homeless person. Nicely dressed, like more like a grandfather figure. And when I passed him, I said to my girlfriend, from with my experience, I think he's probably looking after grandchildren. Their mom might be on crack, on drugs, in jail. From my experience that I've had, I literally turned the car around and gave him $20. I said that can buy some spaghetti sauce, that can buy some spaghetti for the children. Because I've been with these parents and these children that go to bed without dinner. And we are quick to judge that, oh, I'm not giving him anything. He is on crack, or he's going to use it to buy drugs. He could have been the CEO of a company last week or 2 weeks
Oh
before,
yes.
and then
Oh
something
yes.
Wow.
fell apart.
Oh
Mhm.
So
yes.
with my experience, I always look back at my decisions and say, look, what's the worst that he can do? Go spend the $20 on drugs. But I would never like to not give him, and he has some little hungry children at home that could
Yeah.
have gotten some spaghetti and meat sauce. So,
Yeah.
we have to kind of look back at ourselves, throw in our experiences and see where we can help. As Mr. Green mentioned, a lot of us are just self-centered. It's all about me. I have 3 cars. I have one big nice house, but you would not offer somebody a ride that's going down the road.
Oh yeah.
You know, so we have to look back. My brother said something to me that really resonated. He was here and I'm upstairs and he's downstairs. And there's a little shoe rack at the doorway that has maybe 20 pairs of shoes. I have a shoe rack in my room with another 50. I have a door downstairs with another 50.
Okay,
And he looked up at me and he said to me, sis, are you a centipede? And it took a while. I'm like, centipede?
How many feet you have?
It took a while. I'm like, centipede. He said, look at the shoes. You probably have about 200 shoes.
Oh, my Lord.
And centipede, and it really resonated in my head that, you know what, some of the shoes, I wore them in a year. I went to a wedding 6 years ago and I wore a pair of shoes. I wore it to my retirement party. It fell apart.
Yeah, dry rot. Welcome.
You know, so it takes that reflection. I'm like, you know what, right now with my retirement, my goal right now is to get rid of all them things that I do not use. I have clothes I've worn in 10 years. I don't need them.
Right.
Take them to Salvation Army, send them to Jamaica, do something with them. We just hold on to things that we might never use again. I've moved 20, almost 30 years. I've moved from New York. Believe me, I have a box with things still from New York.
I see them in the winter time, Dr. Joan. I see them in the winter. You bring them out.
Oh, yes, you can see some of them. Well, you know, that reflection is a big part of our seasons and how we can change our seasons.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
Yes,
Amen.
yes.
Amen.
Oh yes.
So welcome everyone. I don't think we acknowledged our guests yet. You know, we welcome
No,
them.
we have been going on and
but
on.
we've been going. So Yvonne is here. She says, good morning, everyone. Vero came in and said, good morning. So we want to say hi. Also, Drea is here. Drea says, me never buy a car until a few years after marriage. Right. Who else? Right. Okay. Let me see, where did I jump to? Right. Okay. So welcome everybody. And if you're watching and you have not posted in the comment section, we ask you to do so we can post your comment, you know, and read it and acknowledge you. So yes. But we are talking about what season of life are you in? And we are now at the stage where we are saying, does growth always come through comfort? What are you cultivating today that will benefit you tomorrow? Because you like sugar cane. But there are some life examples in this. You have raising children, building a career, there's ministry, marriage, education, entrepreneurship. So here is the summer, a season of growth. What other areas do you think that requires growth for you? And if you are watching us and you'd like to drop your, your comment, please do so, because it's a teachable moment for all of us, because growth takes time. God develops us before he promises us. He promotes us. Not forget. No already done, no there. So if you get a job, you have to know, be taught about the job. It's on the job training sometimes until you perfect, and come to an understanding of what that job entails. So even in summer, in the natural, when we can't wait for summer to come so that we can just go have fun as children, we couldn't wait to, whether you're going to town or you're going to country or you travel, but you're building new experiences in your summer season. It's a season of change. When you return to school, man, you can't stop talking about what you did. Max said even though she was excited about going to Kingston during the summertime, she really didn't go anywhere. It was in the house, but the fact that she left country to go town, coffee piece to go town was sufficient. That was good with her because she never had to stay in her community.
But you know what? Even riding on the bus was a big deal,
Yeah. I rode on the train.
riding on the bus, because for me going to Kingston for holidays and thing, riding on the bus, when what was the name of the bus? King Alfonso. When you jump on King Alfonso, you know you have long distance trip.
Yes.
And then when you do get to Kingston, I used to love the JOS buses. I used to love to smell the tickets when the conductor would pass and they would pull the tickets. It had a smell. It must be the ink or whatever. That's a memory. I can still smell it. It was a big deal. So yeah. Anyway,
yes.
Sure. Did you ride on the train? And by the way, can we just say that
train and diesel?
Dr. Roberts and Charlotte Ambassador, we are all from St. James.
Yes.
For St. James. And I rode on the train. I remember my first trip to Kingston was riding on the train.
From where? From Montpelier?
From Montego Bay, please.
I used to get the train. I used to get the train in Antrim.
Railway Lane, yes.
Oh, yes.
That's where I used to catch it on Railway Lane.
That's it. That's the first stop.
Yeah.
That's the last and first stop.
That's the first stop. I did the diesel. I did the diesel more than the train, because the diesel was early. The train was later and slower. My grandmother used to want.
I didn't even know there was a difference.
I didn't know either.
Yes. The diesel pulled out early. When you catch diesel, you have to go to the railway station by like 5 o'clock in the morning. You got to be there, because diesel pull out. When the diesel leave, then the stragglers would take the train. The train would make
but the train stops at every stop.
Right, the diesel made express stops.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I was a diesel girl. You jump on the diesel. We would take the diesel straight into Spanish Town, and that's where we would get off.
Yeah. But can we go back to that for that phase of her life? Because look how amazing life is, and life keeps life in there. Life keep happening. Because back then when we were taking the train, that was a major accomplishment for me, riding the train from Mobile to Kingston. And that phase was the beginning of the neon lights coming on in Kingston. It brought it to a whole different season. And from there, and I wanted to understand life, the seasons of life, they keep going on. It doesn't end. You're in one season today, and sometimes not knowing what the next season is, God is preparing you for the next season as well. So let us, those of us in winter, let us not give up. Let us not think that, wow, this is all of my life. This is all it's going to be, because as sure as the rain falls, summer is going to come in our life as well.
Absolutely. And it's good to be in summer. When it's summer, you feel a sense of freedom. Again, experiences, you don't hold back. You want to explore as much as you can, because when winter come, you can't. It's a whole different ball game right there.
And interestingly, though, while we're in summer, and things while we're in the season, while we're in summer, we hardly ever think that winter is coming. No, we just revel in the moment.
But then autumn comes, and that's your season of change. The leaves fall to make room for new life. But for a lot of us, we don't want to leave summer.
Yeah.
Doctor never want to give up the shoes until they fall apart. No, we have to give it up.
Fall apart and embarrass me.
So change comes.
So what I do now when I'm wearing a shoes, I kind of stretch it before I leave the house, see if anything when pull out or drop off before I leave.
I think one of the worst thing people does with shoes is take them out of the packages and not wearing them and never put them back.
I think that's my problem, which is why the dry rot really takes.
And then when you have your shoes in an area of the house where especially heat have access to leather,
yes,
I do not let heat have access to my leather. That's why I don't turn on heat. I turn on heat here, no matter how brutal the winter, just for the sake of my plant. Wow. If it was just me alone here, no heat.
So King, you have coping skills, man. You can cope with winter. How you do that?
I've lived under 15 below zero and work under it for like 3 years in Vermont. So
Wow.
And that is when
Oh,
I
yeah.
just get here. Everybody swears I'm gonna have new Mawnin and me gonna have the world. But from I was a child, I never liked summer. I never like it. And working in the hotel in Jamaica, I used to be on the evening shift, and I remember vividly every day I talk about it. To map that pool deck for 6 o'clock cocktail party, and the evening sun and me just make right there.
Yes.
I ooze in sweat, and the GM see me one day and he said, Wallace, what happened to you? I said, he said, you
Yeah.
can't work like this. So I never liked summer.
But we're
Never.
talking about seasons and all of that with me growing up, because I used to think my grandmother used to always get postcards from her children who are all abroad, and we would get the postcards with
Don't go there, Sharon. Don't go there.
that's my life. That's
I'm
my
traumatized.
Go there,
experience.
Sharon. Bring it.
Come on, sure.
Bring it,
We are
man.
in a different season now. Me and you equal up. We are
Right.
different season. But she used to get the picture, the postcards had on, it had on deer. Some of them had on deer. They had on, the snowflakes and
Yes.
the holly and the ivy and, and they used to even when they send stuff, they would even send me a snow globe and me a shake up snow globe. So I remember when I may have been in grade 6, and all my life up to that point, I'm waiting for the season to change. And the season not change. And I remember I plucked up the little courage and asked my teacher, so when are we getting winter?
Oh, wow. In Jamaica.
Yes. And the teacher looked at me and said, she was surprised the way she answered me. I mean, she was nice to me and everything, but she said, we are never getting winter. Jamaica, we're a tropical climate.
No, we do have winter. We do go through winter.
No, but I wanted winter with
Snow.
all of it.
All the snow and
So,
everything.
the cars that you
Yeah,
saw.
come here and say when because we would get cards with and then my grandmother never, she would make me put a string across the room and hang the cards.
Every Christmas the card them go.
Yeah, so they were always within sight. So you had pictures of animals I've never seen. You had all of that. So, I ended up thinking at some point we were going to get this changing of the seasons.
One day we're going to run out of the bush.
Or something.
Maybe she saw. Maybe a goat.
Just
maybe a goat. A goat, maybe.
Oh, yeah. Well, hey. When you're little, I say you're fool.
Yeah.
But for those of you who don't know, when Sharon talk about getting the cards from America or wherever and go to the post office, you all know my story. We never had anybody a foreign, so it's like
no.
No.
For the royalty where you are come from, you know nobody
We had one aunt in England, and I swear she used to search for the best cards. When her cards came, they had a part that had like cloth, and underneath the cloth there was like sponge. Wow. And as I say, every Christmas my mom put them back up on that thing. She didn't throw away anything, and you have cards upon cards upon cards. And as a child, I never imagined even going on a plane because, as Eval said, we never have nobody in America.
Right.
We didn't have anybody to file for us. I had a girlfriend that her mom was abroad, and when mom sent candy, one sweetie, literally she for about 10 a week. Bite off you, the one you bite off you. I mean, those sweetie could not done. Yeah. America then come from.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I know the experience because my mother, I talk about my mother with this thing all the time, and we don't want to stray too much from seasons, but childhood was a season, and I always knew I was gonna not be in Jamaica because my mother was away, my grandmother was raising me, and my grandmother always say, your ma I go take you. One day your ma I go take you. And I always say, me nah go. Anyway, but my mother, what she used to do some phenomenal things, man. I remember one time my mother came down, and when she came off the flight, she had a big pizza box in her hand, a large pie. she would usually bring 2 pies, one for my sisters in Kingston and one for us. So that for a child, them tell her we not have no pizza shop at Jamaica, no pizza shop, but then nowhere.
Pizza.
So when she would
Yeah,
come
fried
with
up. Yeah, fritters. You know, fritters.
when she, even the first time she came with pizza, I'm peeping at this thing like, what is that?
Wow.
And she would have said a pizza, and the kids them, the kids them are foreign, them love it, and when you taste it, you will like it, and so
Wow,
that was
amazing.
just something
Yes.
too. And then everybody, of course, me tell me, and everybody come for a slice. So by the time you cut it up, everybody get a little sliver, and then can't stop talk about it, and they wouldn't get any for another 6 months or so, but they would be like, your mother go bring more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was a thing, but
Boy,
I
Sharon,
guess I was selfish as a child because whenever we get anything special, we don't want nobody come on here. The little people, the bets when they come, because when they come, then they'll get a portion when me don't get. So I mean, me start roll me and we
you
start
get
show them bad face.
you
When
start
they
with a
come, we show
bad
them
face
bad
and have
face.
attitude.
Yes. Cause then they come get. I had some little cousins when my mom cooked, then left till then get if I'm piece I dumpling. And me want tell them, say them, you me say no, your auntie they call you, go and go me. Like nobody not call them, but they don't get half of the dumpling and me going short.
Oh,
Yes.
Well, for me, my grandmother tell us, don't leave. I said,
Right.
grandmother, I said, no, don't leave. You can't send him hungry.
Why? He have food and you have to go eat.
My grandmother will tell you, don't leave.
I have to admit, I was a very mean child.
Mm.
Me were mean.
That was a bad season of your
I
life.
was the opposite. I like to share because I was the little one. I didn't have
Probably I
No,
never too much of a meaning, probably I did crave him.
I both craving and mean. Me never like crowd. me mean and craving. I think the cravingness come out of the meanness.
Yes.
Because my mother could not make the mistake and give me half a dumpling because me got that here beaten. But that's all
that's
right. When you think about seasons as children, now you can differentiate them, but we just had one season.
Right.
Now that you're old and you look back, you can
Right.
separate them. But then we
Right.
didn't think about season. I mean, every day was the same. I love summer because you get to climb mango tree and drop off. If you survive, you survive. But you went through the bushes.
Can't wait for school to let
And you find all the fruits that you could even find. It was just, we were independent, we were on our own. Then feed you and you go and go look food, come back till night. But, you didn't have to worry about dangers or anything.
Yes.
Now, these children, their seasons are totally different from ours.
Yeah.
You want to go out that door.
We were fun. We just had a lot of fun.
And as
We
you talk
do
about
caution to the winds.
yes.
Yes.
But sometimes, and when you do some introspection, it helps because
Yes.
looking back now, as Joan said, I remember I think I was selfish, but I didn't know that I was selfish.
Right.
I realized in some things I was selfish, and it was when I got older and I did something and somebody reacted to it, and I realized it was hurtful to them. And that day I said, no, this trait, I'm older now.
Praise the Lord, you lost that
said-
streak.
I said, no, that trait need to go.
Praise the Lord, praise the Lord.
We found it funny. We actually found
Yeah.
it funny to be mean to each other as children. It was like a joke. And
Yeah.
we did not know the hurt and the trauma that we were inflicting on some of those children into adulthood.
Yes.
So we weren't aware of it. And now that I reflect and I look back, our parents did not know better. They raised us the way they thought was the best way.
Best.
But
yeah,
when
they
I
did.
look back now, I would never raise my child the way I was brought up. No way. But they didn't know better.
knowing our parents, look on your head big like a what? No, you tell these kids their head big, they commit suicide.
Oh no.
Yeah. Your head
Well,
big like a
that's
Mandora coconut. I don't know what Mandora coconut was. I never see it, but we know that was a common one.
Mine, they used to tell me a country some head big like a the banjam breadfruit.
Yes, there was another breadfruit here.
Well, I tell people that
I didn't get all that. My grandparents then loved me to pieces, I was the bee's knees, as they
Okay,
would
you
say.
were one of the spoiled one.
Yeah.
You
Well,
were
I was
spoiled.
spoiled. Yes, I was spoiled. Well, I was.
Me and
I
you,
was
me and
not
you, Sherns. Me and you, Sherns.
Yeah, because you have kids who are spoiled and they're rotten. They're spoiled and they're mean. Because
Yeah.
them know them spoiled. Them know them a pet. You know,
Evan was one of the high color brown skin.
Eh?
None, the high color poor brown skin. Me tell him same mother pick up wrong baby at
It's like
hospital.
treatment.
It was
He's so poor but so overly ambitious.
Well,
Yes.
there you go.
it wasn't.
It wasn't overly though.
I will say my seasons are always in the hands of the Lord, because
Amen.
as it was, you never know what was coming down the road. So we were in a season of where we were, but here's another thing too, that God holds our season in His hands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I'm one of those, because as it is, there are some things of the past that you're like, Lord, I really didn't like. And God knows He made us in His own image. He knows what He made us in a particular way.
Oh, yeah. He
So
knows the path that is in front of us. We are taking it one day at a time, moment by moment, but God have the whole plan.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So can I just go back a little bit on here? Because when the show was introduced, I started laughing. I'm like, okay, seasons, mango season, guinea season. And so I was going there and I even said, oh, wow, mating season and pregnancy season and dating season. Because in our season, as we go through from, face to face, and nobody's talking about that season when it was dating season.
Yes,
Or,
yes.
You start loving, have a girlfriend season, or you start feeling this thing, and that season.
That was a very interesting season.
Yeah.
For many people, because the whole boy meet girl kind of thing in your community. If no little boy not call to you and them are called to some other girl,
All right, no.
it's almost like
And in my community, in my community, I was hoping nobody no called me because my father have been machine chopping both sides. And in telling no uncertain terms that in the old chop they were with the machine.
Yes.
And again, we didn't know better, so I realized that he could kill people and get away with it. And that's how he was. I was used to want to
Your audio is going
The
bad.
audio is going in and out. Yeah.
Yeah, but we understand, Joan. And so that season, some people got a little coaching, but for many of us, it was hit and miss.
And so why we get hit?
And
3 grams to 1 liquid.
Yeah, absolutely, Joan. We got hit and miss.
Yeah.
Values and so on. Anybody teach you about values to look for in people? Most time them would tell you, because we did a show where we realized that you had village drama and so on.
Yes.
Oh yes.
If they see you or talk to nobody and they know maybe you're related, they would have said nobody talk to that one day and nobody not telling you why.
Right.
Or if they know that a family has certain tendencies or traits in their family and they realize some boy a mousy round, they may say up here bad breed another one there. That was their form of coaching.
It's bad.
But sideline coaching.
It was very blunt.
We didn't understand what that meant.
We didn't know what that meant. And so, you start talking to people and who catch feelings and so on. But nobody now, not half the time, people, when we meet, a boy and a girl meet, you may whisper to your little friend.
Was that mating season or?
Right?
The mating not start yet.
No,
Sir, we not reach this.
No, yet.
No, but truthfully, when a little boy say hi and whisper you there at school and he may carry one lollipop come to you or something, right? But you now won't go home go say, oh, Charlie gave me a lollipop.
Oh no, you dead.
You must be mad.
Right?
Child.
They might ask you then what else sing you.
And so you whisper to your little friend, but at the same time, you really don't know these people. You don't know their background, but people in the community know.
No.
Seasons.
Seasons.
And then the funny thing about it, you always have a family member who know who will get your racha. Don't talk to him. His mother did there with his uncle. And that's why the cousin pregnant. And that's where the belly. No talk to them, they're known for that. No go around there. The next thing when they breed you off around you and tell you that's where the belly.
What is this? was that training season, King? Training season?
I used to hear my auntie and my bigger cousin at the time, then they would tell you what they were making of it talk to the family man there, because the mother did a kill belly and I saw the pastor in dead and they had a cousin and in the grounds and in the one day did boil rusty nail get a one day and you hear a whole heap of things that goes on.
So in that season though,
in that season of learning,
because we know, you get, well, we say catch feelings, your little heart a flutter. Some people even developed falling for somebody fast without getting to know a person properly.
It's the season of infatuation.
And that word may look for. Even infatuation. Anybody that teach about infatuation? No.
After then they know the word.
No, but even so, by the time you get to the age, because with me and my husband, we hooked up very early, very young, and that's what I was told. It's infatuation. That's when I learned the word, actually. Like it's just infatuation. You just feel so, but you're not gonna feel. Give it a few weeks or a month if you go to a year, it's gonna fade because it's infatuation.
But Sharon, that season never changed, Sharon.
No, sorry.
Years season is what is it now? 40 wonderful years?
7.
40.
Together, not married. 7 together.
Wow.
Listen, we were going on we have friends, not to segue too far, but we have a community of friends. We have there's like 15 couples of us who are friends. And we decided to go away together one time, and we were going to do a weekend of it. And we said, okay, we're going to make one of the couples say, one of the wives said, let's make t-shirts. We're going to make t-shirts. I still have mine. And on the back, we're going to put the year. Like on the front, it says, it says, I'm his since or whatever. So you had to say the year you hooked up. So for me and him, it's 1979, right?
Oh, Lord. So
when the person who was doing it said, what year? Because everybody was putting since 2001, since 1990. So when we said 79, the guy said, yeah, man, I don't mean the year you were born. I mean the year. We were wrong.
Season of a lifetime.
Yeah, he was saying, is that the year you were born? And I'm like, no, that's not the year I was born. But it was so long that, he figured we were making a mistake. I was like, nah.
Yeah.
But that was talking about infatuation.
But that season also is one that has changed a lot of the course of a lot of people's lives.
Yes, because sometimes it's the real thing and they tell you it's infatuation.
Yeah.
And you discard the real thing based on what they told you. And then you turn around to when you leave the good thing and you don't mess up and you go around and and come back around, you realize that that's not what it was. And sometimes you get to come back, sometimes you don't.
Right. And you have people who have made mistakes in the partners they choose, all of those things.
That's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
There's a season of failure.
But questions for Sharons.
Yeah.
Don't for Sharons, that's when you think about the happenings in the world from 79, it's a whole heap of things, Sharons. So my question, Sharons, how you deal with your seasons, because you seems to have a great recipe, because not tell me say everything just peachy from 79 till now and you just
Oh
die.
no, no, sir.
So me want to know when brother Frank, when name get to your head, what are your recipe you drop on him?
Shirts don't look like nobody can manage her, you know.
What?
You don't look like nobody can manage her, you know.
I think
Shirts
Ralph
stay
is
like
one of
me.
the. I think Ralph is the smartest man God make.
Yes. Shirts starting, just ignore her and make she go and do fair season and then
He
she
will
come
tell
back.
you. Yes, he will tell you in a minute that that's what he do.
But I can just imagine when he want this one done, Shirts could have blow the trumpet and just walk away and know say, me want that done. And
Yeah,
she said.
it's because where he and I are right now, I would say we are in the autumn of our lives. Having gone through the spring, and of course, seasons have repeated itself over these last couple of decades. Seasons have repeated themselves.
Yeah.
We've gone through, settling down early, going through the challenges, having children, grandparenting. He's retired, looking to relocate. It's a lot. It's just a lot.
So Sharon's in a nut. What would you say to a young 20-year-old girl getting married now? One of the main things that will hold that relationship together, that you can tell everybody, this when everything else go bad, this is the one thing will hold your relationship.
Well, first, of course, you have to have God at the head.
Yes.
And also, you have to know who you are. Remain true to yourself. Don't lose yourself in a relationship. Don't let your representative show up and you're not the real you. If you like you would say, Ralph has a certain temperament and I have a certain temperament. And I know when to quit and when to let him go ahead. I let him lead. He knows if I stick my heels in about something, then okay, he will chill and just let me go ahead. So, and all this came to maturity. So if you're 20-something and you're young, don't lose your identity. You know what I mean? You're going into something, don't go in with blinders on. If you see a red flag, acknowledge the red flag. Don't go because it's the in thing. Because sometimes seasons of life, you may be in a season where all your friends are settling down, or all your friends are, acquiring whatever. And you feel like, okay, I don't want to be the odd one out, but don't run after something. If it's not looking like it's for real, if it's a cubic zirconia and it's not a diamond, and you realize, don't close your eyes and say it can't kind of work, because life is a marathon. It's like a quick dash to the end. And you have to make sure that you know the person, know when they're mad, how they react, when they're sad, how they react, when they're sick, how they react, see how they treat animals and old people.
I love that, Sharon. I really love it.
I
love
that.
that.
I like that too. Yeah. And with that, we can all of us, whether married, single, divorced, about to marry, whatever, can use that. I think, because I believe in is what you see is what you get. With me, me no hard to know. Me tell people you're not hard to know, because me no good pan pretending. No make me face change, because when me face change, is it that time for you go or me go?
You're an open book.
Yes, I think even at work, people will say, "Oh my God, you can't fulfill." I always tell people, I am not white.
Oh.
I don't put on makeup in the morning. I am a black person. I don't need makeup. So you see the real thing every day. Whether I'm gonna be coconut oil or just
cocoa butter.
Cocoa butter. Upgrade yourself, man. Upgrade yourself, King. Upgrade yourself. Cocoa butter.
Or shea butter.
So yes, Sharon, me call it out, and I like that. I like that, and I hope we call it out, because as me always tell them at work, me no swap black dog for monkey. I'm in a band with my mother gonna market. You call it out, and I make these managers know straight on the back.
Can I jump in there, sir? For our foreign listeners or American listeners, can you please translate swap black dog for monkey?
Me know what black dog, and me know what dog look like, especially the black dog, and me know what monkey look like. But them I go have one long tail or short tail, but me know what both of them look like. So me know swap black dog for monkey.
Dr. Roberts, can I ask Dr. Roberts, how would you translate that in your class?
Yes,
well, I would not use that with my students, but I usually use it with my adults, and I'm always ready to explain the difference. When you look at a monkey and a black dog, there's some similarities.
Right.
So you can't change one for the other. You're getting the same thing. You basically getting the same thing when you switch one for the other.
Right.
So I'm always ready to explain because they want that explanation. But I mean, we have so many references that we use, but then you have to explain it to them and they will understand. You know, like when I went to one of my jobs, there was a big rift between the principal and the assistant principal, and it was split down the middle. Now I'm brand new. So when one of the teachers asked me what was my opinion about what was going on, me say, me come here have a drink milk, me not count no cow.
When you go eat iron.
Me not count him because I milk me the drink and me to get my milk. I don't know what the situation was prior to me getting there, so I can't take sides. But in my case, as she said, you have to know who you're dealing with. And in my case, you either like me a lot or you hate me. There's no in between with me because I don't know to pretend.
Everybody's do it together.
I don't know how to be fake. What you see is what you get. And all the time. So after a while, and a lot of people will say, oh, when you came, I didn't like you. I couldn't care less. But after a while, when you realize I'm a hypocrite, no, not one hypocritical bone in nowhere in my body. Right. So if it's red, don't ask me if it's blue, because that's not what you're going to hear. You're going to hear the real thing.
And that's a whole season of life by itself, you know, coming here and getting acclimated to the society and then going to work. At my first job, there was this lady, God bless, I mean, look, dropping over frightened, you hear?
Yeah.
Because she just took to me. She took to me like she was my mother. She was like, Sean, she just took to me. Liked me a lot without any qualms. But her MO was to befriend persons who were new to the job.
Yes.
Right? She was a Southern American woman, or American woman from the South. She would befriend the person in order to pick them apart.
Yes.
Oh,
So she would.
But also, call look weak fence to jump.
Yes.
After they find out that the fence is not weak, then about the jumping part.
Because then and on top of that, you know, they might look for cow, but then you have the ones that sit on the back of the cow and cuss the cow tail.
Oh, Lord.
All right, now
that's another show. But
bring it.
Sharon's finished.
I want to go back to Sharon's on this.
Oh.
So all right, let me jump in there. The season you mentioned about autumn, because I think many people dread the season of autumn and won't even talk about it, but it's coming.
Oh, the season of autumn is wonderful. And it's funny because I'm in autumn. That is my that is where I am, right, based on what's happening, but that's also my favorite season.
And it's a season of change.
Yes, having come here and experienced all four, that is my favorite. And the thing is, autumn is beautiful. It's fall leaves. You know, you're going to rest. You know what I mean? In autumn, you have the possibility in autumn of experiencing almost all four seasons. You know what I mean? Because even if you think of planting, there are autumn plants. You're putting in, you know, well, tulips are bulbs and those things come up automatically, and daffodils and things of that nature. If you're a nature lover or a flower person. But in autumn, they plant the winter cabbages. They plant those plants that are beautiful but they're hardy, so they can take the cold. They can take impending cold. So you may have a day that, you know, no, that has been outlawed to say Indian summer, because now it's a negative connotation. But back in the day, you would say it's Indian summer. It would be autumn, and all of a sudden you get an 80-something degree day. So you're experiencing, you have the
Never forget
possibility of
that.
experiencing a
Mhm.
little summer. Sometime autumn comes at you fast and it snows.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So that's
Yeah.
my favorite. You get a mismatch of everything. But also, when you have done, you had seasons of waiting, waiting for marriage, waiting for children. If you were sick, waiting for healing. You may be going through a rough patch. You're waiting for a financial breakthrough. You're praying to God, asking Him for direction. So you're in a period of waiting. Then, of course, we go through periods of loss. I
Yes.
lost my mother 4 years ago. You experience emptiness syndrome because your children that you were doting on, they're now gone. Some people go through separation and probably divorce. Some people go through job loss. You have health challenges.
Lord.
You go through a lot of stuff. You
Yes.
know, and
Absolutely.
yeah, and then and in between that, you had your times when it was seasons of abundance. But look, like God has so made us that we are aging, no matter how well you feel. The
Wow.
And
inside
look.
feel like 16.
Anybody have any Kleenex nearby? I think the tears are coming.
Let me
You,
get the
you have
bucket.
to
Let me
read.
make me have the bucket.
Right, I want bucket forgive you.
Keep it
But
real. Keep it real.
you have to reinvent yourself. For us in our 60s, you find that you have to reinvent yourself. Sometimes you have to start reinventing yourself from your 40s, 50s, 60s. Like Joan says, she don't have no filter. She just say what she means and she means what she says. You get to the age where you know handhold nobody
Yep.
and spat them and pat them because you know what life gives. And you have to give tough love sometimes. You have to give advice sometimes. You see some young people half stepping. You have to tell them, so watch a buckle up, man. You have some young ladies. I was talking to one this morning. I say it's preposterous to sit and wait for somebody to propose to you. You and them going
Yes.
7 years. What are you
Wow.
waiting for? You're 7 years. You're waiting for. Go about your business. Cut it and call it a loss.
I told
Restart.
somebody that. Yes.
Yeah. So and even friendships, they tell you some people come in your life for a reason, and some come for a season. You know what I mean? So let the chips fall where they may. But
That's
when you're
right.
in the fall of your life, you have already been there and done that and wrote the book about it. So
Amen.
now you can reflect, like somebody said earlier, and say, all right, I am shutting down. My dog
And the
agree with
dog
me.
say amen. The dog say
He
amen.
was sleeping. He was laying on my back a while ago sleeping. Yeah, but you can now reinvent yourself. You do all the introspection, all the reflection, because now you have been there and done that, and
That's right.
you're able to probably write a book about the whole thing. But
And
that
talking
is where I am.
and speaking of that
Wonderful,
too,
Sharon. Wonderful.
also there is this new season of change with retirement, and which is where Joan is.
And
Career change.
I am creeping up on.
No,
Me
and there's
ready.
May I
season of
sneak up on
moving.
it?
There's
Yeah,
also a season of moving,
Relocating.
relocating. You may
yeah,
have been one place for a very long time, and
yeah.
then hey, something happened, you have to move.
Pull up
What are
roots.
you gonna say? Oh, me nah move.
Yeah, and you
You
know
know?
what? As daunting as that might be, and you would rather not. Sometimes you don't know what's waiting for you
There
over
you
there that you
go.
wouldn't get if you had stayed over here.
Absolutely said the same
All
thing.
right,
And
all
Hallelujah.
right.
also there is divorce. For a lot of people who have been divorced, it's a season of failure. They did not get it right.
Why are you looking at
Yeah,
me?
And am
yeah.
Guilty. Is there guilt there?
Fling rocks stone in a pig pen.
Pig
If
pen.
people get sick, I'm scream.
Oh Lord. Yeah, but that too can be a difficult place, and it causes you, and co-producer has shared his story, but it can cause you to just either give up, or you think you start thinking differently, which does not benefit you.
Yeah,
So you feel like you're not worth it anymore, that kind
yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
And when
But
a
praise
change
God for
comes,
grace.
yes, when a
Praise God.
change comes, then I can speak of the loss of a loved one. I have had a child who died So there was that season, but in that season, I got support.
Right.
So I was still able to live. I mean, he's no longer here. Am I going to sit and just say every day my son die?
Weeping
And
and
Hold on,
dead.
pandit. Hold on, pandit stuff toy when you still have it 20 years.
right,
Yeah.
And
So
still cry on
sometimes
him birthday.
no, so sometimes God removes what no longer serves his
Right.
purpose so we can receive what he has prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to prioritize your mental and emotional well-being too, because and that's why sometimes I have to talk to myself, or I have to temper my emotions, because when you find that say somebody's holding on to something, that, and you have talked to them, you try to do, you show them it every which way, up, down, sideways, this way, that way, but yet, like Ryan said, they still want to hold on, and you say it has been this many years free, because it's a shackle, it's a shackle for you. So let it go, and they refuse to. They tell you they want to, they tell you they want to. You remember with the movie Ghost, when Whoopi had to give the check, and she's gritting her teeth, so she handing it, but she holding on to it. So sometimes some people, they prefer to hold on. They have gone through it. It wasn't good, but because of maybe the attention it caused them to get, or the support it caused them to get, and still getting, they hold on when it's time to let go. I kind of have a little thing with that, because if I have tried and I see other people doing the same thing for you, and yet and still you just elect to hold on to the hurt, hold
Yes.
on to the thing. No, you're only hurting yourself, like you're sticking yourself in the eye over and over with a pencil. Stop doing it. And there's only you who can stop it.
So let's hop on over to our audience, because they must say, Lord, them now remember me over
You know,
here.
remember.
We're deep in the
We're deep in
conversation.
this today.
But my princess Minty Singh. Minty is my niece. So good morning, Mints. Good to see you. And our sissy, Jenny's here. She's bigging us up and saying good morning. Also, Lorna says, hey, Lorna, know all places behind, or hint to get another chill. Okay, Lorna. Yeah, we have to learn to stay focused. Yep, that's what she says. She says, I notice the fruit of the spirit. Many people act in the way perceived a person will like. It's not until they're like that the real person show up. Okay. Jenny says, real talking, because pretense don't always work. The truth comes back to haunt you.
All right.
Yeah.
Lorna says, yes, people do that. Amen. People hate me and I did nothing. It's like their price and helping me. Okay. Jenny says, seasons change, people change, everything is temporary. But for me, I'm in a steady place of praise and thanksgiving right now. Amen.
Man.
That's
Amen.
it.
Uh-huh. She says, I love Dr. Joan Roberts. What Dr. Joan Roberts says, it no
No
fake.
fake.
She not do
Yep.
fake round here.
No faking around
Okay.
it.
That's right. No faking round here. But I also want to pause for a moment, because our girl Jackie had traveled
We miss you,
to
Jackie.
Jamaica.
Yes.
This morning, she's returning today, but this morning she was on her 5K walk with her alma mater, and so St. Hilda's. And so I just want to show you a little bit of what she sent us.
Aye.
Okay.
Something from the pudding pan.
Right.
Actually, she's eating from a Dutch pot cover, King.
Oh, yeah.
That's all
Roast,
like a dumpling business.
no roast breadfruit and ackee and
Oh,
saltfish
yes.
baba.
uh-uh.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to get it. Not sure why. Not sure. Okay. Let me see. Just a moment, please. Oh, all right. So there's a new feature in my
doing a 5K walk in Jamaica before I head to the airport. It's weird. This is from my alma mater. They're having this 5K walk, St. Hilda's Diocesan High School 5K walk. And it's actually uphill. Something I've always wanted to do, because this is after cheering us on. This is 2 spinal surgeries later, a spinal fusion and a laminectomy. And here I am doing a 5K walk. I may not be ahead of the line, but I feel good. And it's really rewarding. And I've completed the 3K. I am heading towards the 4K line. So I think I can do it. Yeah. I think I can do it. Alright. Keep you posted. So let's see, people are ahead of me. And there are many people behind me, so I'm not doing so badly.
So, welcome back, everybody. So, we just had to do that pause for a moment just to acknowledge these two bright young women who have decided to step into the race for Miss
St. James.
St. James and
And
Miss Kingston and St. Anne.
hey,
That's
St.
right.
James.
So,
Yeah.
as we go back to Jackie's also in her season. Jackie has experienced divorce, which she and her ex-husband appeared on our Saturday morning show and spoke about the areas that caused the breakdown and so on, which I thought was quite vulnerable. They were honest and
Deep.
so on, deep. Yeah. But, people were able, because people who know them will take their own stance on whose fault they thought it was and that kind of thing. But hearing them both speak, everybody walked away.
And divorce is never one-sided, guys. A divorce is never one person's fault alone. I may be wrong on that, but that's my
No. So
that's my 2 cents.
there you go. Speaking of that, I spoke with someone I know recently, and she also admitted to, so that seasons of change that can be so complicated, because even with married couples, you realize, speaking to someone who has gone through a separation for several years now, no divorce, and the wife is praying that they will come back together. And that's her desire, and she believes that God will make it happen. But what it also taught me too is that when you have two people who were always partying, them not born again, as we know it in the term of salvation and that kind of thing. You used to go out and a party with each other. Then there's usually one spouse who decides that they want to change in their life and they accept Christ. But nobody, you may not reach out for help to say, hey, I'm making this decision. How do you think it will affect my spouse? What should I do? How should I, chart this new path? And so if you just go to cold turkey on them, it can pose a problem. They may be understanding and appreciate the fact that yes, you accept the Lord, but me know that you can go out with them from
they're
time
in
to
different
time
seasons, both in
because you're
different
both in
seasons.
different seasons. So it caused a breakdown among other things. And I thought that was very enlightening, because invariably do people really share as much. But I find that I'm able to talk with women and hear them out, and
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
That's a big deal, because
It's a big
it
thing.
can go, yeah. That would be like you're left in summer and come back in winter.
Yeah, man. And not only did you come back in winter, but the one in summer, no know how now go
Middle of the
manage you
winter.
in
Yeah, it was not a slow progression.
it wasn't.
And the chips can fall either way, because sometimes you have, whether it's the man or the woman, that person will just totally understand and say, okay, I'm with you with that. Okay, we now go bar no more. All right, me can go and I remember come back, we're still good. And the other person may just be, like, you can't do it, me not do it, you can't go. Here are the new
Yes,
rules.
yes.
And that's where the breakdown
And
occurs.
so because I also asked what were some of the events that you would go to. They would go to stage show, reggae this, then go to them little club. I took listened and I said, if I were in that situation, and this is all hypothetical, but just listening to it, I was saying to myself, would I have just stopped going with him? Would I measure the ones that I think would not impact me in that way, being a young Christian? Because that's where, the challenge came in.
Though.
That's a lot of wisdom that would have to come in to say, I can still come with you if me I go out or moving in the park, or me, where me thinking now go bother me. She said they never did heavy dance, all that kind of thing. So, but to cut off like that, it requires some intervention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was it a relationship? Was it a
Marriage,
relationship?
It was a marriage. It is a marriage.
And
still.
they're not divorced. They still get along, still talk. If she need him to do anything, he's available.
So who decide? No, this is crazy. Marriage is honorable in the bed. It's undefined. A lot of people don't use wisdom. I think if it's a girlfriend boyfriend situation, that's a different. You can, but I would never love my wife, and because my wife is a police officer, me gone to church and gone baptized and don't care. Oh no.
No. So you have to put it into perspective and context here. A lot of people were taught
She gets saved.
she gets
But-
she
but-
got
but-
saved.
Wait.
She gets saved. And
So
so in her hold on king, she gets saved and she's going with guided by the principles,
Mhm.
right? So if she was cultured that if you are sing reggae and you are go a dance or you are go a party and so on, that may impact you, like you're double dipping. Where
Right.
do you stand? Those are the things you have to look at. But if the spouse was totally unprepared for that,
So the change came in one person's life. The season changed in one person's life.
Wait. This is not
the
one
other.
person. If this is marriage, it cannot be one person. If
but the
it's
one
marriage,
person, no, but the one person, you collectively you have to secure your own salvation.
No. We go in marriage. This is a marriage couple, and the Lord do this because this is what the Lord endorsed, marriage. And we should, the moment you go to, I'm married to this woman, there is no decision I'm going to make up tomorrow morning. I beg you, Father God, but don't come for me alone if me married. I would like you to come for me if you go with my wife. Because me it go hard for me go with you left my wife. So this now make no sense.
Time
And
out.
You see the praying hands? Let me see the praying hands
not
again.
endorse
All
it.
right.
Me
Excuse
they
me,
send back the person for
ladies,
your husband.
ladies and
Because this is going
gentlemen.
to cause trouble in the marriage, and the
I-
church are going
I-
to play the biggest tear part. Because me and the pastor, you're not come baptized without me hear from your husband. If you're
Okay.
single,
That's
Go ahead.
stick up in, Mr. President, Mr. President. Can we table this for the next show? This is a very big show right there.
Yeah, so
Listen,
we're going.
tell
So that,
this
but that
lady-
was a season
tell
of
this-
change.
tell this lady, go on back go find her husband. And the church
No,
should
no.
not end. The church should
No.
Hey.
The church will come into this one. And so I'm
No,
saying
no.
that is really interesting topic though. We really need what happens when one person's life changes in
Yes.
the relationship.
Yeah, we'll do it another time.
Yes,
Yes.
that's a big show.
But
That's a
that's
big
just
show.
a highlight of a change.
That's a big
A
show.
Yes.
major
season.
me
season.
not make
of
that
a
change
person.
without my wife. Me sorry.
Okay, Deacon Wallace.
But we're gonna wrap up now.
Before we wrap
yes,
up.
sir. Yes, sir.
I'm just going on the tail end of where Sean's left off, the season of autumn. And because after that comes winter, right? And many of us are afraid to process and prepare for winter. If I can go back many years, when my mother got sick, she knew she was going to pass away. And we all started getting ready for that. And that's the season that many of us are still afraid to talk about or to even process. What are the plans for that? How do we cope with that? What do we do for the coming winter? And not just the seasonal winter, but the winter years of our lives, when it's going to get cold and dark and death and all that kind of stuff. Can we?
Right.
Yeah, well,
Anybody-
sometimes we can prepare for winter. Sometimes winter comes suddenly.
Hmm.
But as long as we are aware that there is a winter, you know what I mean? And just like winter is somebody's favorite season, winter don't have to be daunting and drab and dreary, like, oh Lord, this winter. See, Ryan loves winter. It's his favorite season. You have some people, they blossom in winter. You know, I remember I read a book called A Rose in Winter. You know what I mean? So you do have life continues. God in his wisdom it'll just cut everything off. There's still beauty in wisdom, even in winter. Even when you look at the snow, the way the snow falls, how crispy, how pure it glistens. You need shades, and if you got a
On
good
the way today.
you're gonna go out. You gotta put on shade. It's so white. It's so bright. You know what I mean? So winter is
amazing.
we tend to look at winter as a very bad time, the worst time, the roughest time. But it does not have to be. And we're talking about grown people. We're not talking about children. So you would have lived a certain length of time. It would be like death. I don't fear death. I will talk about death to whomever. When I tell people the frank discussions I've had with my husband about death and dying and what's to go where and who is what, I was raised by old people, my grandparents, who were preparing to die any minute. They prepared me. They were like, Sharon, we're not going to be here forever. They took me in their twilight years. And thank God they lived to see me turn a mother, and and they would say, me stand
Past the worst.
past the
Past the
worst.
worst.
They were always praying they would live to see me pass the worst. My grandmother also say, me want to live to see your pass advantage list. Me no want nobody take
Never heard that one.
yeah, man. So they always prepared me. So we have to look at winter not with dread all the time, but expect that just like you have spring, summer, autumn, winter, the earth benefits from all these seasons, and so can we. So winter not have to be dreaded. Just like we would say, well, winter come, I go buy a warmer coat. That's preparing. I'm gonna get a scarf. If them say, well, we're gonna get a couple nor'easters this year, it's gonna be kind. If the groundhog say, well, we have 6 more weeks of winter, you may have probably neglected to buy a hat, but no, you're saying no, I'm gonna buy a hat and a scarf because what? Some snow shoveling might have to go on or something. So we don't have to dread it. We just have to, because it's not in your hands, whether you like it or not. It's coming. So you just have to prepare for it and go through it and go through it. That's all.
I think the key word in that is preparation. You just have to be ready for it. As you say, winter is coming, summer is coming. You know you're going to need some sleeveless clothes. Winter is coming, you're going to get some warm clothes. It's just preparation. It's inevitable. There's nothing you can do. So preparing is the key.
Yes.
Yeah. That's it.
Some people prepare when they see the first snow fall out at door, they run. When me run over Home Depot, me I go look one bag of salt and shovel that time everything done.
Everything done.
Yeah.
It's over about the shouting.
As doctor said, I do everything. Me now wait for retirement.
Don't do that.
No, I hate that thing. As Sharon said in a past thing, you must be intentional.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Some people never get to retirement.
No. And in this country, I tell people said you don't really retire in this country now, because the only person retires is the one that not paying any taxes and bill, and you find them at Woodlawn.
Oh yeah.
That's where the real retired people are.
Okay, for our listeners listening back over there, Woodlawn is a cemetery, yes?
Yes.
I tell everybody in
All right,
America.
make we say Dovecot.
Dovecot, okay.
No, don't go Pine River. For those in Jamaica, the real retired people are in Pine River, Woodlawn, Dovecot.
Pine River is Pine River in Mobile, is that?
Yes, it is. Right under the cane piece. You remember where the cane piece
Yes, Pine River.
The mango field across the street.
Yes.
All righty.
Yes,
so as we wrap up, we'd like to thank everyone for tuning in this morning. What season of life are you in? We leave you now to go figure it out.
Anybody on here young enough to be in another season? Oh, no, I'm looking.
Look, I'm only 67.
That's right.
All right, keep it there.
Very young.
It's
You
good
are
when
in
the
the
season.
prime of your life. And you know what? With retirement, go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead.
It's good when the season can come and go by you and not you creating that season. Sometimes when you create the season, that's when it's really bad.
That's a teaching season right there. Teachable moment
So when
right
the
there.
season can come by you and leave and you wave it, that's the real good season.
I like that. I like that.
And I find that
But
a lot of us create seasons.
Yes, me never save for retirement. Me never do nothing. Me didn't say, oh, they've source. Oh, maybe me I put everything only in a 401k because when me retire, when you retire the first year, the market go noops. And
401k gone.
Through the window, I tell people that even at my job, I beg people, please, people, forget about 401k. It's not guaranteed. It's money on paper, not in your pocket nor your bank account. You only get to review on paper. And
all right. So before we wrap up, can I just say, we are all believers here. Some in different seasons of believing, but our God is the God of all seasons: winter, spring, summer, and fall. And even as beautiful as spring is or summer, there is beauty in winter also, as Sharon's alluded to earlier.
Yes.
So, and I like the fact that Dr. Robert says also prepare, because when you prepare for something, it is manageable. It doesn't throw you into, finding you naked without a coat. So again, just to wrap it up here, that we are children of God and God is in charge of all of our seasons. Just let him have his own way.
Amen.
That's right.
Amen.
And it's raining outside now. So here is also another moment in the season. So as we wrap up, ladies and gentlemen, no matter what season you're in today, remember this: seasons don't last forever. Spring follows winter, growth follows planting, and God's promise unfold in his perfect time. Trust the process, trust his timing, and trust that your next season is coming.
Amen. Yes.
Amen.
So, Dr. Roberts, thank you for joining us. We know that you came out.
Yeah, it was lovely to see you.
Thank you for inviting me.
You're retired now. You can come every Saturday.
Me and you have to talk about that offline.
And we remember, Doctor, do not have cornmeal on the menu.
No way. No matter what you call it.
I have your bulgur here too.
I will have the bulgur or something else, but no turn cornmeal for Doctor.
Okay. So thank you, King, for just being with us always. And we love you. Madam Ambassador, as always,
ma'am.
You just steer the thing and we just go on.
I know. Always leave us with something.
We're coming to your finishing school, Madam Ambassador.
I have an old soul, I was told.
We're coming to your finishing school.
Madam Ambassador gonna have to end up like Doctor. She's gonna have to go in these colleges and these places and give a piece of the recipe to keep the good marriage.
All right.
You can really tell somebody about good marriage.
True.
And the seasons of the marriage.
And the season.
From 79 till now, Shans.
Yes, sir.
Oh my Jesus. You know what the people dead and buried?
I know.
I'm bound.
I know. One time I was at church and I said, there's my boyfriend. And somebody was trying to reprimand me, like, why would you say it's your boyfriend? He's your husband. Why you say it's your boyfriend? I said, I think about him as my boyfriend. At the moment, he's my boyfriend at the moment.
Outer Carol Guard, outer Carol Wall.
Outer Carol Wall, out of the library, all of that. Yeah, I said
But
he's my
Sharon,
boyfriend.
I can tell you, whatsoever you do, you just don't change the recipe.
No,
because
sir.
when you go and me, I look at you now and me, I say 79.
79. October 79. Yes.
She married from our yard, Annie.
No, Doctor, look like you did on her uncle.
Probably.
She's married longer than she was single.
Yes.
I've never been single, actually.
Right.
It's weird.
Oh, wow.
Because by the time I would think of those things, I was already,
Yeah.
Shans, do you understand how many people's lives you lived out?
Yeah. It's
You know how many people born and dead and forgetting about?
since that time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to bring back Dr.
Good
Sharonette
to
for the
see
next
you.
season.
All right.
Yes. But thank you everyone for tuning in today, and we look forward to being back Thank you, co-producer, for joining us this morning.
And
Yes,
thank
it
you
was
for
lovely.
And
and thank,
co-producer, before you go, great job.
thank
I
you.
see you work. You trust me. You're a miracle worker.
Yes,
That I will tell
yes.
you next time when I see you come
He
through.
will tell you off
Thank
air.
you, sir. And
Miracle worker.
thanks to my lovely wife for taking me through the seasons. Amen. Wow. What a,
Amen.
Whatever she do, all you. You see how the smile run off of your face? Not a wrinkle.
oh, we're about to wrap up the show.
Yeah, yeah.
Mr.
All
Shirts,
right.
me I tell us it was about to go down, and she snatched him.
The perfect time.
Yes. All
It was
right.
about to burn, and she said, "No, Father God, I want you not."
I just want to thank Dr. Roberts for being with us last week in New York and
Yes.
celebrating with us and doing a wonderful interview with us. And
Yeah.
did you all know I haven't seen her in 50 years? Oh my God.
You
Ooh.
should be ashamed of yourself.
my.
Another show.
Everything is another show.
And everything ever sees anything him see him said that could be a show.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Oh
Amen.
yeah.
But that's what the producer is supposed to do.
I'm looking for
That's
another
it.
show.
My next trip will be a week, so we'll have time.
Yes. Awesome, Joan.
And now you're a free agent.
Nice
Oh my
meeting
God.
you, Doctor. Nice
Yeah.
meeting you. Trust
Nice
me, I
meeting
love
you
the
too.
company.
Yeah, man.
Me-
We have to link
When-
up, Joan, because
Yes, when
I'm
you come
joining
back,
you
Joan.
shortly.
Joan, when
Where
you come
are you,
back-
Sharon? In Jamaica?
No.
Not yet.
Oh.
1 foot in Jamaica, 1 foot in.
Well,
The
Mr.
whole-
Eval, I'll be at my favorite place starting the 7th for about 6 weeks.
I'll link you guys up. You'll be there
Mhm.
together.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well,
Have a great
blessings,
day. Have a great
everybody.
afternoon. It's 90
Thank
degrees
you.
down here,
Oh.
Wow.
but I ain't
Okay.
getting off the sofa.
I hear,
The AC is blasting. I ain't looking outside.
I hear you, girl.
All right.
All right.
All right,
Blessings,
take care.
everybody.
Right.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Lessons.
Yeah, man. Take care.
Bye.
Celebrate the heartbeat of Caribbean culture with Satideh Mawnin Runnings. Join us on Saturday at 10 a.m. on YouTube as we showcase the vibrant heritage of Jamaica and the wider Caribbean with 4 incredible women, Sherns, Max, Jackie, and yours truly, Lady D. From powerful stories to cultural traditions, we're bringing the flavor, rhythm, and excellence of the Caribbean straight to you. It's more than a show. It's a celebration of the roots and traditions that inspire and unite us. Subscribe to Voices with Lady D on YouTube and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn to stay connected. Every Saturday at 10 a.m. it's Satideh Mawnin Runnings. Come feel the vibes. Satideh Mawnin Runnings, where Caribbean heritage comes alive. Welcome to Voices with Lady D, where every voice has power. I'm your host, Lady D Denise Gomez Green, inviting you to join me each week for real conversations, powerful stories, and uplifting perspectives that shine a light on voices from the community and the diaspora. Kick off your week with the Monday Drive from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Dive deep on Thursdays with Center Stage from 6 to 8 p.m. And ease into your weekend with Satideh Mawnin Runnings every Saturday at 10 a.m. Catch Voices with Lady D on YouTube, Caribbean Vibes Radio Network online, and YouTube, and Fit FM 96.7 in Stuart Castle, Trelawney, Jamaica, or tune in on Linkage Radio online. So lock in, turn it up, and remember, every voice has power. This is Voices with Lady D.